All right, so let's see what we have on tap for this week. This week is going to be a lot of fun, just like every week has been. And you may or may not know this, but Tim and Mark actually have a lot to do with the programming. They've come up with the template for this cycle that we're in, and then they go in based on that template and program these workouts. And I just kind of oversee everything, and we bring it all together. But those guys are very creative in coming up with some fun workouts while at the same time accomplishing the goal that we're going after. So on Monday, which is October 13th, we're going to do front squats and cleans. We talked a little bit about last week that when we do reps of 3 to 5, that helps increase power. And so whenever we do sets or reps of 1 or 2, that's more just increasing 1 rep max strength. And when you go to reps 10 to 15, that's more like what bodybuilders do to increase muscle size, but there's not a lot of strength or power that gets associated with it. So front squats, you can increase the weights each set. After that, you'll do your cleans. You can increase the weight each set there. But if you find out your first set feels pretty heavy, of course you can stay with that same weight the whole time. If you're power cleaning, we want you to get 2 front squats for each of the cleans. So if you're doing the full cleans, which means you're catching it in a squat, you're going to do 3 reps. If you're power cleaning it, you'll power clean 2 front squats, power clean 2 front squats, then power clean 2 front squats. Then we're going to move on to the conditioning part. This is meant to be fairly intense. Obviously, everything is intense, but this one is meant to. We don't want you to get caught up on a lot of things. So we don't want you to have to break up your shoulder to overhead into sets of 2 or 3 reps. So pick a weight that you can get through this without breaking it up too much. You're going to get through as much of this as you can in 8 minutes. Starting off with 15 toes to bar. Then you'll do 15 shoulder to overhead. We say shoulder to overhead because we mean you can do a press, you can do a push press, you can do a split jerk, any way you want to get it from touching your shoulder to over your head. Alright, so that's it for Monday. Let's go ahead and look at Tuesday, which is the 14th. We're going to start off with snatch, 3 sets of 3 reps. Again, same thing like we did with the cleans. If you're not catching it in a full squat, we want you to follow up each snatch with 2 overhead squats. The reason we do that is to get you more used to that squat position and strengthen that squat position. Then we're going to do some interval training here. So you're going to do 5 rounds of run 200 meters, 6 kettlebell swings with a heavier than normal kettlebell, 4 burpees, and 2 power cleans. So those power cleans should be fairly heavy also. You're going to rest a minute after each round. So this workout today is getting, the purpose is conditioning, but we're still getting a little bit of strength work in there with those heavy kettlebells and those heavy power cleans. Today this is an aerobic day. Even with the rest in there, most of the time when we think about doing intervals, we're doing anaerobic work, but those intervals, like 1 minute is not a whole lot of rest. So when you get into like rest in like 3 to 6 minutes, that gets into the more anaerobic stage, but 1 minute rest is still going to be a very aerobic workout. So you're not going to be killing yourself at the whole thing. You're going to have to pace it a little bit. Moving on to Wednesday, we got a lot we're going to get in on Wednesday. You're going to start off with some skill work. Let's see, Wednesday's the 15th. You're going to start off with some skill work. We're going to practice wall walks, which will strengthen your core and your handstand position. Then we'll do rope climbs, and you're going to practice double unders and pistols. After that, you're going to do 2 800-meter runs. That's 6-minute rest in between. So you'll see there, this is more anaerobic work because that rest is much longer. If we just told you to go run 1 mile, it would turn much more aerobic, but we're splitting it up into 800, so you can